Hello. In today's video, I will talk about the Two of Pentacles. So, how I understand this card is, for one, it is in the suit of Pentacles. In a regular deck of cards, we are talking about the Two of Diamonds. The Buddha family associated with this particular suit will be Ratna. The color is yellow or gold, and the element is the earth. So, one of the wisdom aspects of this particular energy is balance, is being grounded, being kind of solid in place, not knocked off balance very easily, kind of just able to maintain one's position. And that's what the two is talking about. It's going to represent balance. It's going to represent holding one's seat in the midst of chaos or in the midst of, whatever is going on. Being able to sit still and being able to kind of like weather the storm, kind of like a stone is, might be in the river and the river might be rushing, or it may recede at some point, and yet the rock still remains. And that's what this kind of this card is talking about. It's talking about that particular quality of this energy. In its reversed position, this card is going to represent being off balance, being not quite grounded. So it could mean like groundlessness, or being a little bit off kilter. This card, so when I finally got to the Pentacles, I was so overjoyed to finally get to a suit that mostly meant really positive things. After going through the heartbreak of the swords and going through the kind of passion of the fire, I purposefully tried to let the end be this kind of ending of something nurturing, because I needed to be nurtured after going through this experience. And so when I was deciding after the sports, when I was deciding which card, which suit to do next, I didn't want to end with something painful like the swords. And as, like I'm saying, when I was going through this experience, it was a learning process for me. And so I didn't have some idea going into it like, oh, this would be good to begin with and this would be good to end with. It was going through it, I was like, I need something to end on a really good note. And so when I got to the Pentacles, I felt this like sense of like joy and abundance and fulfillment at reaching this last suit, as well as having such a nurturing suit to close the deck out with. Even though, again, if you listen to my earlier videos, you will know that I did the minor arcana pretty out of order. And mainly because I was called to the swords at the time that I was called to them. And in hindsight, I understand why. My life was taking this kind of journey through these cards, and certain things were happening at certain times. And so I needed to be working with those cards at the time that I was working through whatever that was, that part of my journey. So when I finally got to the minor arcana, the suit of Pentacles, it was a relief, and it was like fulfilling and nurturing and kind of just like a holding kind of energy. The funny thing about this is when I went through the practice in grad school, this energy was the energy I was most drawn to. It was the energy that felt the most nurturing to me. I could have just like sat in, like saturated with this energy for days. And so, yeah, this energy is one that for me personally is very nurturing and feels very abundant and like filled with like goodness. I feel like that's all I want to say about this card for now. In the next video, I will share the Three of Pentacles. I would like to thank you so much for joining me. I will talk to you soon.